Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Callie Foster. And Callie would love to see a girl win this season. Yeah, girl power. And she wants to know, who do I think has the best shot? I would say out of the remaining girls, Sarah probably has the best chance. She knows a lot about the game. I think that she has a pretty smart strategy so far. I think she's got a pretty good grasp of what's going on and the dynamics in the house. But then again, maybe another girl will come back. Maybe Cindy or Neha will come back. But I think even if they do come back, they're a little bit more of a threat, or more of a visible threat to the other players, and I think that they could be taken out again very easily. So I think Sarah has a good chance to kind of fly under the radar a little bit better and make it to the end. Alright, so we missed a lot while the feeds were off. So, quick recap of what we saw last night. Kevin nominated Brittany and Neha in the instant eviction. Neha was evicted by a vote of 9-2. Brittany's the new HOH. And we didn't even get to see the punishments and rewards play out. So Greg won $1,000 and a letter from home. And this is unrelated, but he also got an awful haircut while the feeds were off. I mean, it was atrocious. I think it probably was another Godfrey haircut. It was bad. Anyway, you'll see it soon. Zach won a 4-week slot pass. Jordan and Ashley had to spend 24 hours wearing snorkeling gear. I would have liked to have seen that. Johnny, 24 hours of getting hit in the face with pie whenever Big Brother would play, like, I love pie or whatever. And Willow, 24 hours of sitting on a big, giant gear in the backyard. So I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get to see that stuff. Some other important stuff that we missed that hasn't been on the show yet. Brittany nominated Kevin and Bobby for eviction. And I think that Kevin was basically just a pawn because she planned on backdooring someone. So Johnny won the power of veto, and he used it on his Kevy Webby. And then Greg was named the replacement nominee, which means that it's Bobby versus Greg, and I'm like, yeah! And the have-nots this week are Kevin, Bobby, Ashley, and Zach. And because Zach won the 4-week slot pass, he's still a have-not. He has to sleep in the have-not room, but of course, he doesn't have to eat slop. So that's pretty convenient. So last night, after the feeds came back on, most of the house guests got dressed up for this family Easter dinner. They all got together, had some asparagus, mashed potatoes, and chicken, and the have-nots got to sit there and eat slop cookies or nothing. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. Alright, so Greg appears to be the target this week, but I'm not sure he's totally aware of that. He seems kind of like, yeah, I think I'm staying, I got the votes, right? So this week it's 5 votes to tie, 6 votes to evict. So we'll see. Greg was talking to Kevin, and he thinks very highly of himself and his entertainment value. He thinks that production would rather have him stay because he would be more entertaining for the show than Bobby. I agree to a certain degree that he's going to make things insane because he's Greg. I don't know that I necessarily want to see him stick around, but yeah, I guess I kind of see what he's saying, and he's explaining to Kevin how he would really go after Brittany, Sarah, and Johnny hard. Like, he would go after them. So then Bruno and Godfrey were having a chat in the bedroom, and they're, you know, aligned with Bobby and Greg, so it's kind of tough for them to pick who they want to get rid of, but it definitely seems like they want to keep Greg because he's more likely to go after the people on the other side, and he's like raring to go, whereas Bobby is kind of like, ooh, I don't want to get any blood on my hands. Ooh. So they're not really sure if they're going to be able to get those votes for Greg, but they're definitely going to try. Greg, he's really bad at this game, so he needs all the help he can get. He was campaigning to Zach last night in the bedroom with Bruno and Ashley present, and I just felt like this was a conversation that, even though Greg is working with Bruno and Ashley, it's just not a conversation that you would want to have with other people around. It's like a one-on-one thing. Like, you really want to talk to someone you're trying to get a vote from one-on-one, right? So he's like, Zach, my life is in your hands. You're the one who can keep me here. And Zach is like, I don't think that's how it is, man. He just did not want to commit to it. But then Greg is like, don't you want to have a good cast, bro? Without me, it's gonna be do-do-do-do-do. And he actually said, like, do-do-do-do-do. Really? You think you're that great? But Greg then pitches the same exact thing to Willow. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be so boring for the show without me. Don't you want to have a good cast? Keep me around. So then Zach goes and meets with Jordan in the storage room, Newport Alliance, and they decide, yeah, Greg is definitely going home. It's all done. This week is done. It's all good. They just want to keep riding in the middle, you know, stay in between both sides of the house. So something very interesting happened in the have-not room last night. The have-nots discovered that there's 2 tiles in the room that are different from the rest. They're like the 2 in the middle, and when you step on them, the alarm goes off. So they are one step closer to finding that secret power. I don't know if Big Brother's gonna give them another clue, or they're just supposed to, like, break the tile or what, but Kevin was messing around with it again later on his own, and Big Brother was like, Kevin, stop that. So I guess it's not time to find it yet. How does it work? But also in the have-not room last night, Zach and Ashley were kissing, and you know, it was only a matter of time. We've talked about this before. They're supposed to be like America's sweethearts, or Canada's sweethearts. Sorry. And I don't know, people are saying that more happened. I don't really want to know. But this morning, Zach was like to Jordan, hey, like, how much can the live feeders see in the have-not room? And Jordan was just like, oh. So yeah, I guess stuff happened, whatever. So Bruno was talking to Greg this morning, and he was like, dude, I'm really going out on a limb for you campaigning this week. He really is, though. He's working so hard to try and save Greg, and he just expects the same from Greg if he stays. And of course Greg's like, oh yeah, of course. Alright, and then Bruno was talking to Bobby, and I'm pretty sure Bruno knows that Bobby is going to be the one staying this week. Bobby has his own genius plan. He's going to tell everyone in his speech that he's not going to try to win HOH until the final 3. So he wants to make it seem like he's not going to be a threat, but I feel like you don't want to mention the final 3 when you're campaigning to people. No one wants to hear that someone else is going to make it to the final 3, because that's one less spot for them to potentially have. You know what I mean? It's just stupid. And do we really believe that Bobby is not going to try for HOH? Hell no. 2 seconds later, he was telling Bruno, yeah, so for my next HOH, I'm going to get rid of either Johnny, or I'm going to split up Kevin and Pilar. So he's not, no, it's not going to happen. It's ridiculous, and I will be shocked if anyone believes him. So today they had a special Easter Monday luxury competition. So each house guest was assigned a different color, and they had to run around the house and gather up all of the shirts with their assigned color and bring them to the backyard and hang them up. But they could only bring back one at a time, so there was like a lot of running around. And Godfrey was actually the first one to buzz in that he finished. First of all, he broke the buzzer. Second, he was missing a shirt, so he didn't win. Zach ended up winning $1,000. So congratulations to Zach. And that's all I have for today. So let me know what you guys thought of this spoiler. There's a lot going on here. What do you think of the nominees? Pretty awesome, huh? And until tomorrow, much love.